Yo, this is Tukana Ferragamo Kolinsky. Y'all know me. Was really, 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 really good. And this is strictly hip-hop.com. You dig? Vanilla Sky coming very soon. Top of the year, baby. Get ready. It's going to be a flavorful sky out there, baby.
Some of the headphones, man. Bird game.
Let me tell you something. Everybody in this room right now, we're all fans. We're true hip hop fans. I mean, I honestly feel like it was just yesterday when we popped in that Diplomat CD and heard you on the intro. Like, what's really good? Like, that was just yesterday.
It is crazy about that because I'm going to tell y'all a true story. Cam called me down at the studio one time, and he was just like, "Yo, spaz out." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put you on the album, but I ain't know he was gonna really put me on the album. You know what I'm saying? So the little
You
intro,
just was signed, right?
Nah, I wasn't
Oh,
signed.
that was all like fronting because
I
you
wasn't,
said, "Yeah, I just
wasn't
signed you yesterday." But
I wasn't signed at all. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even front. I was going to sign to Diplomats, but at the time I had my own situation with Shice with Purple City.
okay,
But before that, Purple City ain't start until like 2003, early 2000, late 2002, early 2003, because I was signed with Lupe Fiasco, First and 15.
oh wow,
I had caught a gun
That's-
charge, and I was getting into a lot of trouble in New York, and I moved to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing really going on here but trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I moved to Chicago, and Lupe had signed me. He was like, "Yo, come stay out here. I got the credit for you." You know what I'm saying? If you need money, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But before I left to go to Chicago, I actually did the intro, but never not knowing
that it
where
was
it was
going to be the
you
intro.
know, to the Diplomat album. So I'm living in Chicago. I'm in the basement with all the producers. Shout out to Bugs. Shout out to Dan Ryan from First and 15. I was in the basement, and I had just came from the store buying some swishers and on a double XL magazine with 50, Eminem, and Dr. Dre on the front, and they had all of the discoveries what the albums was gonna sound like that was coming out that year.
Yeah.
And they had the Diplomat album, so I'm reading, and they was like the intro. UnKasa. And I went crazy. I damn near dropped the magazine. I was like, "Oh snap! I'm
Oh
on the intro."
wow,
That's
you didn't
how I
know
found
till
that.
that's how you found
I
out.
found out in the magazine that I was gonna be on the album.
Oh
So
wow,
I'm like, "Yo, they got me on the album. Got me on the album."
huge.
I had to come back to New York, back and forth to court. The last time I came back to court, the crib that I was living in Chicago got raided by the Fed, and they had locked the manager up. Shout out to Chili, free Chili, First and 15. They had locked Chili up. You know what I'm saying? He doing 44 years right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, free him. And I never went back out there no more. So it was like a blessing in disguise, because once
Seriously.
that happened out there, when I came back to New York, that's when all the Diplomat shit would start popping on.
Hard.
In the
It
Purple
popped off
City and
hard,
the
right?
battles I was like, yo, this is now or never for me. I had a deal when I was 19 years old with Black Crown Records. I was signed to Barry Hankerson, Aaliyah's uncle. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? But due to staff changing and stuff like that, I got shelved. You know what I'm saying? I had an option to stay or to leave. And they let me keep the money, so I left. You know, I was just a free agent. Shout out to Bryce Wilson and Rosalind Brogdon and Ronnie Henson. They had got me that deal. I had got that deal just spending 16. You know what I'm saying? Well, shout out to them. You know what I'm
Wow,
saying?
that's big. Do you feel like if Dipset would have stayed together, even Purple City, everything, Skull Gang, everything, and would have been big as MMG or the Coke Boys, do you feel like it was the unity that was lacking?
No, I don't feel like it was lacking unity, because if everybody knows Dipset, they know when we came out, we ran the city.
Definitely did.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it was loyalty. I think as you get older, you start to see things different and go apart in certain ways. It was like, now you got Jewel, Skull Gang, you got Jim Jones, Bird Gang, you got Zeke
Everybody doing their own
730.
thing.
Instead, it just was under one umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Purple City thing, we was as like they cousins, but we had our own entity. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We had our own flag and all that. But once everybody got to where they own bosses and they got their own teams, I think that's when the friction came in. maybe.
That makes
I don't
sense.
I don't want to speak for them, but I think the separation came once everybody had their own crews and they was their own bosses. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Because
That
we was all
definitely makes
used to
sense.
Cam being the head honcho. Everybody straighten up when Cam come around. You know what I'm saying? But now we got our own regimes and crews and cliques.
And that's
And
making it a different situation.
make it yeah, calm because you Cam over here, Joel's over here, Jim over there, G Crew over there. We all come together, but you know it's everybody's their own entity now. When we ain't have nothing, I think I would have rather them struggle more.
That's what they say.
I
The
rather for
struggle.
I rather would because when it was a struggle, it was more together. We still got things to
We
prove.
hungry,
We
so we're
hungry.
still
We
gonna
gonna eat
stick to the
together.
script.
But once
Exactly.
everybody made millions of dollars, you know, money
Things
separates
start-
things, everything. You know, a lot plays in the
It's a gift
industry.
and a
People
curse.
divide and conquer. People being your ears. A lot of stuff that you know. I'm not gonna just say
Corrupts.
and play with the diplomat within the industry. Period.
Period. I hear you. I hear you.
That's a chicken bone. Started touching shit. I said leave shit alone. Took her from first to third base, so I slid her home. You be happy to